Alright, today is harvest day. We've got onions, potatoes, tomatoes, and garlic to all get harvested out here today. I think most of the garlic is ready. We're going to check it out and see. So follow us along as we do a lot of harvesting of our wonderful late spring crops. Let's check it out. Alright, so these onions here we have are actually, we did from transplants. A lot of them died, but these were actually transplants that we had planted. So let's pull them up and see what we have here with all the weeds. Nothing. These are some red onions. These are, I think I'll leave the rest of these in. See if they make. Let's follow me this way here. These ones here, you can see they went to seed, so they're not going to make anymore. Let's see what they got here. So we can see they didn't do very well at all, actually, because of our crazy early hard freezes that went to the teens several times. So that's what happens when Mother Nature doesn't really work for you. So I'm going to get pulling up the rest of these onions and I'll show you what we have. But before I do that, let's come over to these other row of onions. And these are ones we did from the onion sets or onion bulbs that we planted over here. So follow me. Alright, so this small row here are, if you look further down, these are all the onion sets that we grew from the little tiny onions. That this is our first year to grow these like this, and it looks like only maybe 2 or 3 went to flower here. The rest of them look okay. So let's pull them up and see what we have. So we'll come over here. We'll pull a couple here. You can see they're about the same. Not really much of onion there. These are the red ones. These went to seed. So we'll pull them up. So our onions didn't do that good, and that's just mainly because of the weather. Alright, so here's just a few of the onions we got this year. Not very good. Actually quite bad. But did get a couple of nice ones here. This is the Grand X onion variety. But I think the main problem was the weather this year, and this is all the weeds that I pulled out of the row of onions. So I didn't realize how bad the weeds were around the onions, so that is a major contributing factor for small onion bulb size. So on to the next project. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dig up all of our potatoes here. We got 2 rows. You can kind of tell in the foliage it's starting to yellow and it's starting to die back here. So this is as much growth as the potatoes will get underneath. So let's see what we get. Start with the first plant. Bit there. We got more coming. This row I think is the Yukon Gold here on this row. Let's try a few of these. See what we got here. Not much to write home about. So I'm gonna get digging. We'll dig these 2 rows and I'll show you our harvest here in a couple of minutes. All right, so we didn't do too bad. The plants really weren't growing that well this year. I'm not sure why, but we've had better harvest than this. But this will work for us. They're a little small, but they will do. As you can see, I got a little bit of help in the garden here. They love playing in the soil. So there is some of our potatoes that we've harvested this year. Alright, so here we're going to harvest our garlic. Most of this garlic last year we saved. This is garlic from the year before. If you check out our previous videos of planting and harvesting garlic, highly recommend checking that out. But we saved our own garlic from the previous year that we grew, and we replanted it this year. So this is what we have. I did buy 2 other new varieties for us to try out this year. So most of this is garlic that we saved and replanted from our own garlic from the year before. So most of this is ready. If we come over this way, this is the Turkish giant garlic. It is just now starting to get the scapes on it. So this one is not very yellow. It's not quite ready to harvest yet. So we're gonna let this variety stay here, and we keep on coming this way. The first one we're gonna harvest is our Spanish Roja garlic. So I pulled one already. Here's our first garlic we pulled, and this is the Spanish Roja. So let me pull a few more here and show you what it looks like. The best method will use a spade fork or something to pull it up. I'll pull it by hand. And pretty nice looking garlic here. So this is the Spanish Roja. I'm gonna go get my fork and start digging this up here in a second. And I'll show you what we got. Just loosen the soil and we can pull the garlic up just like so. We'll take our label and tie them all together, and we'll dry these out after we're done harvesting. Alright, next we're going to do the elephant garlic, and this is probably the most fun garlic to pull up. This one is huge. Go get that fork. Don't. There it is. So there's one elephant garlic. Let's try another one. There is an elephant garlic. Alright, here's the music garlic. We grew this last year, and from what I can see, it's not going to be very good harvest this year either. I think this is the last time I'm going to grow this variety. It may not be very good for our climate. As you can see, this one is already rotted out here on the end. See if I can find another one. That's a shallot, honey.
Sorry.
That's a Dutch shallot there. Alright, let's see what this is. Here's a garlic. It's a very small music garlic. Get your fork in there. A lot of weeds. Here. It's gonna be real small, probably. This music garlic just doesn't do very well for us. They're quite small, so we'll harvest the rest of these and see what we get. I can tell that one's rotted here just by looking at the stem. Alright, next here we have our shallots we're going to harvest. You can see they're starting to flower, some of them. This is the Dutch shallot here. I got a cheap package of. We pulled up one already, as you just saw. That's what they look like. Let's pull up another one, see what we get there. More shallots there. This is the Dutch shallot. This is what you would traditionally find in your grocery store if you bought some shallots. These look pretty good. They're a nice large size.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll start pulling these up and see what we get. This greenery here is all the French shallots that look so nice. These are the gray shallots. These are the shallots we saved some and replanted also from the year before. So let's pull these up and see what we got. Here's one right here. That one's not much to write home about. Some of these are much bigger, I think. We're gonna have to get in here and find them between all the weeds. Here you go. Here's you a nice little bundle of gray shallots. Alright, now these onions here are actually some plants we got on clearance in the winter time, and we overwintered these onions. I've never overwintered any onions. These are a yellow onion here. This is a evergreen hardy white. These are bulbless. We've been using these for the green onions, but so there probably won't be any bulb on here. But this one here, I've been looking at this one. This is a red onion, and this has a nice bulb on it. Let's see what variety. This is the purple bunching. I don't know, but check this out here. Pull out these weeds so you can see what I'm pulling out. It's a nice onion. Nice red onion here. So it's pretty cool. Here's one more. Huge size onion that we grown all winter and spring. I just left it here. I forgot all about these were here. So it's pretty cool to, I guess, overwinter some onions. So there's the red ones. Nice large size onion. Pretty nice. Let's see what these white yellow ones look like here. So you can see there's literally nothing in the ground there. But if we want, we can save these seeds. Pretty cool. So we were using these onions all winter for green onions. Now they've gone to seed, so we'll go ahead and pull these up. But also these ones too we were using for green onions, but these are a red variety, actually made a bulb, so that was pretty cool. So there's our first time of overwintering onions. So not too bad of a day. Got some shallots. We got our garlic here. Some more garlic here. This elephant garlic, I almost waited too long to actually harvest it. because I left some of these scapes on, and I should have pulled them about a week ago, but I think they'll be alright. So there's that. Then of course we got some potatoes and a few tomatoes we've also picked here. These are mostly the smaller variety tomatoes that are ready. Here I have the, this is a Black Prince. This is the Juliet tomato. These here are the Sun Gold. These are really good. I highly recommend y'all trying these out. These are very tasty. Sun Gold. Of course, the yellow pear. Got a few yellow pears. These aren't my favorite. They don't have a lot of flavor. Most yellow tomatoes don't have the best flavor in my opinion, but they go great in for a color variation in your salads. And we got some grape tomatoes, and so we got a few of the smaller variety of tomatoes starting to ripening on the vine. Some of the larger ones are starting to turn pink, but we're going to leave them out here a few more days. Alright, so thanks for watching. We got a little bit of cleanup to do. It's getting quite warm out here, so we're going to take a break and we'll work out here some more. Quite a bit of work out here in the vegetable garden. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you will have as nice of a harvest as we have. We're happy with it, even though it may be not what we really wanted or expected. It's not Texas size, but hey, more than enough for us, so make it a great day. In the garden she goes.